explosive ending to that. The Seahawks ended the regular season Sunday by squeaking past the 49ers 25-23, giving all of us cardiac situations. Next up, the playoffs with the Saturday day game against the Lions here at home. So what's up with the kicking game, the running game, and the prospects for playoff success? Let's check in with Liz Mathews from 710 ESPN and from the Barbershop on Sports Radio 950, former Husky Terry Hollimon. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! So before we go any further, former Husky,
yes.
So I was very proud of the Huskies. Alabama's Alabama, right? So I didn't go into that game thinking that we were likely going to win, but I'm so proud of the team.
Very proud of them. I didn't expect them to be there. If you would have asked me if they had this kind of season when it started, I would have said absolutely not. So it was absolutely a great surprise. They're set off for a good season next year.
And Coach Pete, do we just love him to
he's
pieces?
The best. He's the best coach we've had since Don James.
Yeah.
Not to offend any coaches they've had since then, but he's the real deal.
You're welcome on behalf of Boise State.
Boise State, thank you, Boise State. Absolutely.
We do appreciate it, and I love the way he's teaching the players about behavior off the field and the way he gets them to play and the recruiting. And if he were in my living room, I'd want my son to play.
Exactly. He says we're going to recruit our kind of guys. And I think that's something that he had at Boise State. And he gets all around players, all around athletes, all around students, all around genuine individuals that are good for society. And
I like that. That's very Seattle. Our Seattle coaches are doing a really good job. The Sounders, the Seahawks,
Coach Pete's.
the Huskies, everybody. Okay, so let's talk about the good stuff first. So the defense. We think the defense played well?
Yes. Now the defense.
You did not look sure. You nodded, and you did not look sure.
I wasn't sure what good you wanted to point out. I thought Sunday was absolutely ugly.
It was an ugly game.
You're facing arguably the worst defense in the NFL. But if you ask the Seahawks defenders, they're going to say they're more than likely going to be a little upset with their regular season standings because for the last 4 straight years, they were the #1 defense in points allowed, meaning that they allowed fewer points than every other team in the league. This year, unfortunately, they came in 3rd. So I think that's a stat that they're going to be upset with. But you wipe the slate clean now. The playoffs are a whole new ball game. And they get their second shot.
Well, and honestly, they were doing fine till Earl went out, and then they had 3 games where they gave up a ton of points.
Yeah, it's really tough when you have a guy like Earl Thomas, who's a perennial Pro Bowl type of player, someone who's the heart and soul of that defense, and he goes out. And it really upsets the mechanics of that team. I mean, I like this because they have a lot of great players, right? You think about Richard Sherman, Bobby Wagner, Cliff Averill, Michael Bennett. These guys are all superstars in their own right. But they're like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the cartoon Voltron. You know, the different robots come together and they form one super robot. They're all good by themselves, but they become super. So maybe we got a new name for these guys, right?
That's a good. He comes up and he practices stuff. It was interesting. Earl Thomas had a great tweet yesterday, and it was in response to King 5 Sports' tweet asking whether or not the Seahawks would have finished higher in the standings in points allowed, actually, specifically, had Earl Thomas played in those games. Now, no one can say that for certain, although Earl Thomas did have one guarantee. He guaranteed that if he had played, Seahawks would have had a first-round bye. So
Earl does not lack in confidence.
No. And I just love Earl to pieces. He's one of a kind, and that's my only jersey is 29. All right, so we have a healthy Russell Wilson. That was great. Dynamite Doug Baldwin. What the heck with the kicking thing?
I don't know. First of all, we had the injury to the long snapper.
So two separate, there's the issues with the long snapping and then with the kicking.
And then with the kicking. When it comes to the kicking, I think there's been an issue league-wide when it comes to the kicking because they had a rule implemented last year where they moved the extra point back 15 yards. And so that's affected a lot of kickers around the league. But I don't know what the deal is with Hauschka. Maybe it's mental because he's usually pretty good. He's good from like 50 yards out. Yeah. So I don't know.
So that seems like that's sort of a chip shot situation, and yet, but could it be like just the mental change of having to deal with it?
But it also could be the fact that, we've had a lot of trouble this season with the offensive line, and a lot of the guys that are protecting on those kicks are guys from the offensive line.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't want to point fingers, though. I mean, don't come get me.
Now, the snapper situation.
The snapper situation.
So we had a really good snapper.
We did.
Are you talking about Clint Gresham?
Yes, I am. And is it possible we could have it? Could you please come home? Well, could you come back?
You've sort of taken a guy who's really sat out a whole season now. there's not a lot of difference between what rookie Nolan Freese is getting paid and what they were paying Clint Gresham. But I think that the team, for various reasons, just decided to go in a different direction. So I don't know that they would necessarily look back to Clint Gresham. And again, you know, this is a guy who hasn't been on the football
But our dude is injured, so
they can't bring him back now, anyways, if they wanted to, right?
He is injured. Nolan Freese is injured. So the update on that is he does unfortunately have a high ankle sprain. So
they could put him on IR, and then could we bring somebody in?
Oh, I thought you were talking about bringing Clint Gresham.
I was.
Yeah. So the issue with that,
we're making
I don't
so
think they
much
can bring
sense.
him back in. Isn't the team stuck with what they got right now?
Well,
they can't go get a guy off the street. Can they?
I don't know.
Are you volunteering for like the position?
Can we phone a friend? We don't know the answer.
To do?
Now,
now, there's always a backup plan. So there's going to be guys who have some experience snapping. That's Bradley Sowell. He's got some. And apparently,
yeah, you want to go into your playoffs
I wasn't
like that.
aware of this at all, but during the broadcast on Sunday, they mentioned that linebacker Brock Coyle was a potential for backup snapper. So here's another thing. Here's another thing that kind of, unfortunately, the media has not been allowed to watch Seahawks practices this year, which is completely different than years before. So, you know, I normally could come in here having seen certain things at practice and could have kind of a better understanding of who were the.
Yeah.
I don't know any more than you do, or you guys in the audience or watching on TV does. So that's going to be a surprise. But you certainly can't have a guy out there with a high ankle sprain hobbling around.
Well, it's tough. But you know who's probably good at this? You know, Richard Sherman he's returning kicks. He's asked to punt the ball a couple times. He's mentioned that he could throw it. Give him a shot.
I don't know. I think that'd be fun.
Dislike.
Okay, Detroit, dislike that? Okay, very quickly. Detroit, we win or we lose?
I say the Seahawks win this one. The only issue is everyone didn't want to face Green Bay because they're so hot and scared. But remember, the Seahawks had just played Green Bay.
Right.
They'd scouted them this year. The Seahawks have not played the Lions since week 4 of last season.
And that'll be Golden Tate coming back, too.
Good old Golden Tate. Get your donuts ready.
He'll be looking for top maple bars. So he won't
Protect
be
your maple bars, people.
Right.
I think they win that one. Now, it's already been determined. We were talking about it earlier that the winner of this game does travel to Atlanta next week. That's already been set. It also is on a Saturday game. I think the Seahawks could possibly pull that one out as well. And again,
boy, they'd like to after having a heartbreak in Atlanta a couple years ago. So that'd be cool.
We've also got the number 1 time this year already here in Seattle. So we know how to beat them. We just got to go down there. And
if Dallas was to fall at home and Seahawks beat Atlanta next week, the Seahawks would be the highest remaining seed in the NFC, meaning they would in fact host the NFC Championship game here.
A girl can dream. A girl can dream. Anything is possible. Thank you, Terry.
It's 2017.
That's right, man.
Donald Trump is president.
Oh,
anything is possible.
Don't call us about that. Just enjoy whoever you voted for. Again, the Seahawks play the Lions Saturday at 5:15 at CenturyLink. It'll be live here on King 5, and we've linked more info on our homepage. And we'll try to figure out that can we get a new player thing, because we don't know. We don't know. Still ahead, a celebrated photographer takes a unique approach to his first public exhibition. We'll have more about that after this.